The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Syracuse Orange taking on the #1 team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Baxter. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Miami's return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese, and it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Guys, this is a team that struggled mightily last year, and the entire offseason was built around performing better in ACC play.
Well, they just didn't have the dudes to get it done last year. Didn't have enough talent. But they're a year older. They've gone to the transfer portal. They've done a good job recruiting from the high school ranks. And, David, they think this year they've got the guys they need to win more games in ACC play.
Hey, Coach Palmer, you sound like every coach in the country, right? Like, hey, we restocked, we retooled, we're a year older, we went to the transfer portal. Success is coming. Listen, they got to find a way to get better. They got to find a way in games how to execute, how to finish games. They struggled finishing games a year ago. So I'm looking forward to seeing this, and I love the coach speak.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Running it back, it's Haynes. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Orange offense will get its first chance now. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Syracuse right back at it.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Gets open down the middle. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Now on the move. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Davis looking to pass. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown Orange.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a bet.
Off he goes. The 40. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Miami. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Using his legs, it's Allen. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Syracuse right back at him. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the ball is picked off.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The give to the tailback. At the 45 on his way. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
From the gun, running back on the move. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. And the Hurricanes will have a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. That's caught. It's Hall. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. To the air, it's Rivero. Throws to the wideout. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On second down, looking to throw. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Hatcher. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Syracuse right back at it.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Going downfield for the big play. And it's caught inside the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cade! The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Haynes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Just such a nice job by him, understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. He's able to jump the throw and pick it up.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Rivero. Got his man quickly. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going to the ground. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricane. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic.
And he breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Allen. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Syracuse right back at it. They'll put the tight end in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, looking for a man. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Davis will throw. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Syracuse. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it, and he can go with it.
Talk about being opportunistic as a defense. They pride themselves on taking the football away, and here they are, 3 turnovers on 3 consecutive drives, 2 picks, and now a fumble.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Baxter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixed.
He'll take the deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the 1st down.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
After run, now throw. Forced out of the pocket. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Oh, he wants it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a man. It's Rivero trying to get to him. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? These DBs going to give a little cushion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. This offense has a 2nd down play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific start from there in beautiful Miami Gardens. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
And the Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Bruce. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understand.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Rivero. He's going for it all. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Time to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to run for it. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And that's what I love about this offense. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first down. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off me, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
He'll pitch it. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Holds and fires complete to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Trucks through the defender. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Canes! And the stomping has commenced. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking for space. It's Allen. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends with an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, you know, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cuse. He has been surgical. precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Baxter. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just
picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Fast motion from the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Davis looking to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Catch in the middle, it's Pena. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Syracuse will send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now,
afterburner's coming. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. And the beatdown has ensued.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they tacked on the extra point.
Syracuse, 20.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Going up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Haynes. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Davis will throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Makes the catch and knocked down. They have it at the 43. 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Finds a tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Got it in the middle. It's Allen.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back into score.
Ball at the 31. 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll lead the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Syracuse has it in the red zone. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Fires into the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want that clock to run. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football. And that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't...
Hit the afterburners, kid. At the 20. Touchdown, Miami! And the pummeling has started. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gadsden. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. He's looking to throw it. Grabs it in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. They want to just keep throwing it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party man. A late touchdown. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
He'll bring it out. It's Baxter. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly...
Oh, look out. There he goes. Inside the 30. The 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
27.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Allen. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man down the middle. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Davis looking to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quick completion on the out. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake, but this game is well in hand.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. And he makes the catch at the 25. Touchdown, Canes! And the route is on. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Syracuse, 27.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well,
Nothing but green ahead. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. On the move at the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Davis will throw. Feeling some heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Unleashes one deep. Can't complete the long throw as the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
He lets it fly. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close